Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com. I'm so glad you guys are joining me today because I'm ready to teach you how to create a floating sentiment card. This card, it's got this amazing little pop-up on the inside, and oh my gosh, is it easy. I'm really excited to teach this to you, so let's jump in and get started. Are you ready for the magic? Here we go. Woo! Oh my goodness. Do you just love it? Those little pop out sentiments are so much fun. It's just a simple little gatefold card, but I'm going to show you how to create those great little pop ups on the inside. Let's jump in. We're going to start by doing all of our stamping. I'll be creating today with the Enjoy the Ride stamp set, which also comes with the dies. So this is one of the close to my heart collaborations with Stampin' Up! And I loved the beauty of this flower set. So we're going to be creating with Petunia Pop, and it absolutely shines with this stamp set. I'm going to be sharing a lot of different measurements with you today, and I do love to share a free download that goes along with the video. I don't like you to have to spend time writing down measurements, trying to remember what is that card that she was making. Guys, this free download has everything you need. We're going to have the full supply list, the measurements, pictures of the cards so you can remember what it was you were trying to make. And yes, there's a QR code that'll bring you right back here to my video so that you can rewatch anything if you need a little refresher on maybe where to adhere those pop-ups. I've also got a complete supply list here with the images so you know what products I used from Stampin' Up! Friends, if you click this graphic or just use this little link right here, it'll take you right to my online store. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I appreciate the support you give to the channel with your orders. With that, we are going to create our stamping. I've got a piece of basic white cardstock, and this is a 5 1/4 by 7 1/2. So tip number one in today's video is let's do all the stamping all at one time, and then we're going to cut this up, and that's going to create all of these panels that I have going on here. Love to do my stamping this way. So I'm going to begin with that Petunia Pop ink pad and this little funky stamp. I mean, this thing is so bizarre, but it's going to be beautiful here in a minute. We're going to stamp this randomly all over our cardstock. It kind of looks like really creepy spiders, doesn't it? Okay, well, now we're going to take the focal flower, and I'm going to stamp off once, and I'm going to show you the quickest and easiest way to line this up. See this, the biggest one, the biggest part of the center of our flower, that is going to go right over that largest petal. And by stamping off, we let that part of the image really shine through. So I'm going to repeat this stamping here all over my basic white cardstock. Now we'll come in with some Granny Apple Green. We're going to fill in with our leaves. And you're just going to kind of add these wherever you want. We're going to be doing a lot of filling in. So don't stress too much over where these land. And if it overlaps, that's fine too. We have got a lot we are going to add here to this piece of cardstock. Like I said, we're going to stamp once and then cut everything. Just makes things go together so much faster. All right, we're going to fill in those leaves with some shaded spruce. So this is going to really deepen those leaves. Let me show you what I mean. See, it just kind of gives that just an extra layer and extra dimension to the leaves. So let's go ahead. We'll add those. All right, now we're going to come in with our black ink, and we've got a little speckle stamp. I want to give the centers of my flowers this little speckle. So I'm going to stamp this several times, and we're going to do that to all of our flowers. And now a little petal pink. And what this is going to do, it's going to allow us to kind of fill in any of these blank spaces that we have. We want everything filled as much as we can. And now it's time to cut the cardstock. So with that 7 1/4 up at the top, we are going to cut these down to 4 pieces that are 1 7/8. So we will slice all of these 1 and 7/8. That'll leave us a 1 7/8. Now my card base is a 5.5 by 8.5, and that is in Petunia Pop. I've got two score lines here. I have a 2 1/8 and a 6 3/8. Or if it bothers you, you can do 2 1/8, rotate it around, and another 2 1/8. Either way, you're going to get the same result. So let's go ahead and score this into a gatefold. And now our 4 pieces of cardstock, we are going to begin to add these here to the front panels and on the inside panels. All right, I have that on the inside and the outside. I've got a piece of basic white 4 by 5 1/4. And this, it actually is going to remain blank, but it really just gives this beautiful pop of that white right here. I really like how it looks. All right, now we're ready to create the pop-ups. I have a piece of Petunia Pop that is 5 1/4 by 3 inches. I did some scoring on this. We are going to score at 1 inch, 3 1/4, and 4 1/4. All right. Now we're simply going to cut this in half. So with the 3 inches at the top, we're going to cut it in half to 1.5 inches. And if you're wondering why, I just find it easier to score once and cut once. We're going to take our bone folder. We're going to crease our score lines. So you see we have a 1 inch section, and then we have 2 1 inch sections. The 2 pieces here, that's going to go to the inside of the card. This is going to go to the outside. So I'm going to add adhesive just to that panel. All right. So there's the 2. Here's the 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this right along that score line because I want to make sure this will close. And I'm going to bring it down, oh, maybe about, what is that, about 1/4 of an inch or so. And we're going to adhere that down. I'm going to lay this flat, and now I only want adhesive on this section, this 1 inch section on the other end. You're going to fold it under, lay it flat. So yes, you are going to be seeing that little 1 inch section, and there is our first pop-up. Now I'm going to repeat that down here. So remember, it was adhesive on this 1 inch section. We bring it down just off that score line because we want our card to be able to close. We're going to lay this flat and adhesive only on this section here. And remember, just fold it under, lay it flat. There are the pop-ups. All right. Okay, we're going to do a little more stamping. We're going to come back to our stamping and let's create our pop-ups. I have 2 pieces of basic white. These are 2 7/8 by 2 1/4. So we're going to bring in our Petunia Pop once again. I'm going to stamp a larger flower here. And then what I'm going to say is just a smaller, just a touch of the flower down there. Remember how we did our flower before. We ink it, we stamp it off once, and then stamp onto our cardstock. We'll do that same thing right down here. Again, we just want that little bit showing. You're just going to want to kind of decide where to put the leaves. I know my sentiment's going to go there, so I decided to not go right there in the middle. I'm going to kind of do that same thing right down here, just to give it some good green. Let's come in now with the shaded spruce. And now in with the black. I'm going to go ahead and add my black dots here. It takes about 4, kind of gives it just about the right amount. I think down here, I'll probably just need maybe 3. And our sentiment's going to go on this largest one. We're going to say birthday wishes, but I'm going to start with the word wishes. We're going to stamp that at an angle. We love stamping at an angle because then we don't have to worry about being straight. We purposely did it at an angle. Now I'm going to come in with the word birthday, and we'll stamp that right on top. Now I do have one more piece of basic white cardstock, and this is for the greeting on the front. This is 3 1/8 by 1.5 inches. And I want you to stamp this over to the right side. We're going to stamp wishes and then birthday right on top. All right, let's start putting this card together. I'm going to layer my birthday wishes on a piece of Petunia Pop. And these measure 3 1/8 by 2.5. You've got 2 of those. Then on my birthday wishes greeting, this is a 3 1/8 by 1.5. So you can easily see where your pop-up panel is. You're not going to want anything here because that's going to stand up. So just on this area, we're going to add adhesive. I'm going to take my birthday wishes. You're going to line it up right here on that edge. And I'm actually going to also line it up with the top of all that basic white that I have there. So that's going to go like that. All right, now the one for the bottom, it's a little bit different. So I have my adhesive here, and this one is going to line up with this side. Again, we're going to line up that petunia pop with the basic white, but that's how the card goes together. So the one at the top, you're going to line up on the left side, and the one on the bottom, you're going to line up on the right side. So the inside of our card is done. You can write your message here. You could also sign your name here if you wanted, but I really did like that burst of the white there on the inside. All right, now for our birthday wishes. I'm going to put adhesive just here on that right side. I'm going to add this, and I'm going to kind of come over, leave myself maybe about, 1/4 inch or so. We're going to add that there. And then let me show you what we're going to do here. On another piece of basic white, I am simply going to stamp that flower again and one set of leaves. And we are going to die cut that from the matching dies. We're going to add our leaves there. I've put stamp dimensionals on my flower. And with that, everybody, how is that for just an amazing card? Do you love that? It's so fun. I've got a second card I want to share with you. And this one's for those of you who might still be procrastinating on your Christmas card. So there is an easy way to create this as a Christmas card. So for this one, I just want you to see, I used designer series paper because it made it fast and easy. And that's kind of what you might need at the end of December, right? So I've added my designer series paper there on the sides. I've stamped Celebrate the Season and some of those great little holly and berries. Added a little bit of red and gold ribbon. Friends, the measurement on this card are exactly the same. And remember, I've got the free download that has all the measurements for both the cards. For this card, I used the iconic imagery stamp set. That giant Celebrate stole my heart. And I do love these sentiments as well. The fonts are great. So whether you need a Christmas card, or maybe you're just ready to start creating some beautiful flowers this winter, I hope that these cards brightened your day. Let me tell you, when you send these cards and that recipient opens it and those sentiments pop out, you're going to knock their socks off. And friends, it's so easy to do. Thank you all so much for stopping by today. Hey, if you like the video, would you do me a favor? Give me a thumbs up on YouTube. I always appreciate that. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, take a minute to click the subscribe button, and YouTube can let you know whenever I'm back with a new video. In fact, if you ring that bell, they'll send you a notification. We'd love to have you join us here on the channel. Thank you again, everybody, and I can't wait to stamp with you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.